All right, Shayla, we're doing a bio video. Go. What's your bio?
Okay, a bio. Okay, I'm 35, about to be 36, born and raised in Reno, Nevada, and a proud Nevada girl. Married to Shayla Gifford, who owns Big Truck Brand, makes hats, and works with amazing people up in Truckee. I've got 2 daughters, Gemma, who's almost 6, and Gwenny, who's almost 3. What do you want to know? My bra size or my what else?
So we see a lot of stuff on Guild University of what you say. I want to know, what are you going to do different in 2017? We already know you're accomplished. So what's your plan to stick out?
So on a business front, 2016 was really about helping others grow and achieve success. I do a ton of coaching. I'm a coach for the core training. So I coach mortgage professionals all over the nation. I also coach all the loan officers that work for me here at Guild. We call it Team Reno, and we have about 22 loan officers from Phoenix to Truckee to Elko to Reno Sparks. And I coach all of them. I look at their personal budgets. I look at their lead tracker. I look at their sales activity through a greatness tracker. So I talk to them every other week and hold them accountable in their business. But this past year, I also worked with about 25 different real estate agents. So a big theme for me is about giving back and helping others grow. For me, I believe that if you put a simple system in place and you work really hard and you believe in good and that good things are going to come your way, then amazing things happen. It's not really about, how talented you are, or what you look like, or what your background is, or what school you went to. It's really about working a plan and following a system. So I hold my people highly accountable, and I believe that if you have accountability and you work a simple system every week, you blow up. And so in 2016, I'm really proud to say that I helped a lot of real estate agents blow up their business. I helped a lot of our loan officers and the coaching students. In 17, I would say that it's a continuation of that goal. I'd like to get back to a little bit more of the sales part of my business, which is building relationships. I feel like because I was so intently focused on helping roughly 50 people in this intimate coaching, I missed out on some of the more unique relationships that I have in all areas of my life. And so I'm going to do less intense coaching. I'm only going to be coaching about 35 people. So I'm lightening up my schedule so that I could spend more time on weekly sales calls and face-to-faces and lunches and coffees and stuff like that. Other than that, of course, I'm working on being an incredible mom. It's been the area that I feel the most, the most scared, the most fearful, the most judged. And that's my own insecurity. And that's just simply because I've been a workaholic. And I love doing what I do in business. So to be just as focused and as good at being a mom is something that I'm really working on. And I'm trying not to break down as I talk about that. So other than that, I want to get healthy this year. I feel like my diet is super clean. I eat really, really clean. But I don't exercise consistently at all. I'll go do a half marathon and then not run for months afterwards. Or I'll go ride around Lake Tahoe on my bike and then not get on the bike for 5 months. So this year's just more about, being gentle to myself and working on consistency through working out. So I think that's what I'm up to. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Renee, do you have
What are you reading these days?
What am I reading? Gosh, I read so much stuff, but I really want to be more on a spiritual journey, more so than this really hardcore tactical journey. I want it to be more of one where I'm, focusing on living for a higher purpose and a higher power living through me. And I try not to get it too religious tone because people tune out. I'm reading a great book right now by Maya McCarthy called The Path to Wealth, where she says that we should all have a CSO in our business, which is a Chief Spiritual Officer. And then we need to have a daily meeting with this CSO in our business and talk about the good that we want to manifest into our lives. And through gratitude and through thanking our CSO and asking for opportunities and leads, we start living more intuitively and more connected to our divine power. So I'm reading that. Of course, I'm reading things like Scaling Up. I'm reading Traction. I'm reading The Advantage. So those are all business books. I think I got my first nonfiction book for Christmas. I have no idea what the hell it is because I haven't started it. And then travel magazines. I'm trying to read more travel mags because I want to travel more. My 3 things in life are to be madly in love, to travel the world, and to make an impact. So that's what I'm after.
That's great. All right, so I have one more question for you. I'm 23 and I'm seeing a lot more young real estate agents and loan officers come into the business. What is your advice to them on how to kind of get over that hump where it's just really difficult, and just kind of get your traction and stay motivated in order to gain this level of success that you're at?
Well, I think gaining traction and staying motivated is hard no matter what age you are, Kaylin. I mean, I started in the business when I was 23, but I started being self-employed at 19. I was that straight A student that never got an A-, that had to be at the top of my list, not because I was really smart, but because I was so damn competitive, that dropped out. I went to school on an academic scholarship, and after 1 year was bored. And I got into becoming an entrepreneur and being self-employed and being commission only at 19 years old. So when I started the mortgage business at 23, I had already had 4 years worth of practice of self-discipline, self-motivation, making the big calls, overcoming fear, facing obstacles. And so I think that something that's hard in this world, because we're so much on social media and we're so into portraying like this perfect life, which is total crap. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I'm completely losing it and my husband's throwing something against the wall or slamming the door, or and then of course we need to go to therapy afterwards, and I mean, that's real shit. That's what life is about, is the struggle. So I think it's even tougher now, where people are trying to live this life through social media, that everything's great and they're smiling and they're doing these big adventures and they live this cool life. The reality is, I think we all need to live a simple life and be super joyful and grateful for the simple things. But I think that it's all about momentum. It's all about doing things every day that push you, like making that one extra phone call that you didn't want to make, reaching out to that one person that you're scared to reach out to, going to talk to people that are intimidating a little bit because they've got another level of success that you don't have. And I promise you, people are attracted to that energy and that passion and that desire and hunger to be great, and they will help you achieve that greatness. So I started at 23, and I literally just called all kinds of people that were successful in the business, and I said, hey, you referred to me by my mom or my aunt or my uncle or somebody that I knew. Would you sit down with me and mentor me and tell me what it takes to be successful? And by asking a lot of the people those same questions, you find a common theme, which is do the right thing, be honest, be straightforward. Don't be afraid to take criticism. I think so many people get so defensive and critical, and they want to explain themselves. Like, just be open and realize that there's truth in everything. So if somebody is saying you need to lighten up, or you need to answer the phone, or you need to be more diligent, or you need to be more responsible, there's some truth in that, and we all just need to take it and improve every day. And if you work on getting better every day, 1% improvement every day, you see massive improvement over your life. So anyway, I feel like this is way too long. Can you stop, please?
Yes.
Okay, fine.